Good morning, 4amers. If you haven't heard it today, let me be the first to say that you are awesome. My name is Troy Ritchie, and I'm the host of the 4am Daily Wake Up Micro Podcast, which is what you are listening to today. We spit fire Monday through Friday. I'd like to welcome our viewing audience who is with us this morning as we are in Thanksgiving week. Thanksgiving week. Unlike other years, this may be a bit more challenging to find something that we are thankful for. There's a lot going on. We still must find ways to be thankful, especially on this week. Now, last year I combined the 5 W's with Thanksgiving week, and I'd like to do the same this year. In fact, in my book, let me show you my book. You got it. Now go get it. In my book, in the Give Thanks with a Grateful Heart chapter on page 59, each topic in the chapter, Give Thanks with a Grateful Heart, is one of the 5 W's. Who, what, why, when, where. If you're one of the ones who purchased a limited hardcover copy, go through the 5 W's of thankfulness with me this week. And the first of the 5 W's is who. So if you have the book, go ahead and open it up and go through page 59, Give Thanks with a Grateful Heart. So who are you thankful for? And here's the thing. I'd like for you to when we think about who we're thankful for, let's go outside of our normal family and friends because we're always thankful for them. Let's use the rule of 3s and find 3 people we are thankful for. Someone who inspires you, someone who has aggravated you or bullied you, and the last person who surprised you with something, okay? So for today, who inspires you, who has aggravated or bullied you, and who is the last person who surprised you with something. Now, I'm going to go through this myself as an example, and this year I launched my book. You got it, now go get it. And it's nonfiction, which is crazy since most of the stories in my head are all fiction-based. The 27 movies I'm going to do are all fiction. So to write a nonfiction book is completely different than any dream I've had. It wouldn't have been written if not for the 5 people who shared their stories. And I have their names on the back of the book, all from LinkedIn. This book was written because 5 people shared their stories on LinkedIn through video. So Sally A. Illingworth, Shay Rowbottom, Jackie Hermes, Sam Lister, and Quentin Alums, otherwise known as Q. These 5 individuals back in 2018 shared their story on video, which inspired me to do video of my own, and my entire life has changed. Now, number 2, someone who has aggravated or bullied you. Now, in my 3rd year living in Seattle, I worked for a roofing company, and my boss was a pain in the butt. Like a literal pain, well, more literally, he was a pain in my stomach. He treated me like dirt, always yelling, making me feel worthless. Every morning on my drive to work, the knots in my stomach would bring me to almost throw up. I will say that my prayer life was very strong because of that. One time, a pressure washer, because we used to clean roofs, a pressure washer caught on fire. I freaked out a bit. I mean, it was filled with gas, and it was in the back of the truck, which was filled with gas, and it was on fire, and I watched a lot of movies, so, right? I thought it was going to explode, so I quickly ran to the client, knocked on their window, and said, "Give me a fire extinguisher!" And they came out and got me a fire extinguisher, and I put that whole fire out. I mean, I was proud of myself, right? I was like, dude, look at what I did. And the boss came by to do a site visit. And the first thing out of his mouth was, "Are you okay?" It was, "Couldn't you just use the pressure washer to put out the fire?" And I said, "Well, water doesn't, there's gas and water won't do it, and water spreads and this and that." And he's looking at me like I'm an idiot. And he says, "The pressure would have put it out. Now you've ruined my pressure washer because of the residue from the fire extinguisher." I mean, I worked there for almost 6 months and finally got up the courage to quit. Now, the day I was going to quit, he handed me the keys to lock up the office. Never done that before. He told me how thankful he was to have me on the team, believe it or not. After he left, I cleaned up the office, wrote a note, a goodbye letter, and I left the keys on the note because I knew other employees would arrive in the morning to open the office, so it wasn't a big deal. A few weeks later, I went to pick up my last check at a time I knew he wouldn't be in the office. The receptionist gave me the check and said my leaving hit him very hard. She said I was his most favorite employee, and he was devastated that I left him the way I did. Years later, I heard he lost his business, and his wife took his kids away. You know, I'm thankful for my former boss. I'm thankful for all bullies because they make us stronger. Those 6 months were the most excruciating 6 months of my life. I'd been bullied growing up on the big island of Hawaii. I had been roughed up by athletic coaches, a boot camp at Fort Benning, Georgia. None of them came close to how I was treated by my former boss, and it taught me something about myself. It strengthened my relationship with God. It made me stronger overall. If I can handle him, I can handle everything life will throw at me. So find a bully in your life and be thankful for them, because without that bully, you would not be who you are today, and who you are today is awesome. The last person I'm thankful for is someone who surprised me. Last night we came home. There was a card on our front porch. It was from the pastors at our local church and included a gift card. We weren't expecting anything from our home church. It was the pastors there who went above and beyond and got us a little surprise last night. So that's what I'm thankful for. So now it's your turn. If you have the book, go to the Give Thanks with a Grateful Heart chapter. Write who you are thankful for. And even if you don't have the book, who are you thankful for? Pick 3 things, 3 people. Someone who inspires you, someone who bullies you, and the last person who surprised you. We'll be on video all week, this Thanksgiving week. You got it. Now go get it. I expect it.